Peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. And so with that being said, man, shout out to the gods and goddesses, man. All right. And this video today is going to be me specifically talking to the agents. All right. This is for the ones who are involved in some things that they think may financially benefit them in the long run. I want to talk to you guys today about something that I feel like, it may not resonate with your soul, but I feel like it's necessary for it to be said. All right. And the reason I really want to talk about this is because as I was strolling up my news feed today on Facebook, I noticed that someone that I would consider to be an agent, which I won't say her name, has transitioned. All right. And, I feel like, this is the games that they play, right? Meaning the enemy. This is the type of game that they play, all right? And so I've spoken on this on many occasions where I told you, man, when you allow someone to use you to gang stalk other individuals, not only do they learn the necessary things that they need to learn about the individuals that they're gang stalking, especially if that individual is not consciously aware that they're being gang stalked, but they learn things about the person that's allowing them to watch them, the person that they're targeting through the device. All right. And so they use that. All right. Because one thing you have to understand about the enemy is that they will use you to target someone else while they have someone else being used to target you as well. Okay. Because, when you understand the 48 laws of power, then you understand that, there shall be no one left behind in terms of anyone that can leak information about what has happened, to the individuals, all right? That whatever has happened to, all right? So, I watched this individual, man. I mean, and when I tell you guys, this is very, very real. I want you guys to understand that when I come to you and I talk to you about what is going on around you in terms of organ harvesting and the individuals that's being used to do the organ harvesting, it's very real. It's not something that I'm just saying to gain clout or to just, speak. Okay, this is very real. All right. So, I've watched so many individuals around this person transition. All right. I've watched it happen. And my spirit told me that she partook in the transitioning of these individuals. Now, if it was for financial gain or if it was just for protection or whatever the case may be that made her feel like she had to partake in the transitioning of these individuals, my spirit told me that she had a part in doing so. All right. And when I tell you guys, this was family members that was, that transitioning, that transition due to her helping. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, son, brother, mother, so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? And so I feel like, she had to have known this day was coming. Because this is what they do. They use you until you are no longer able to be used, and then they do to you the same things that they done to the people that you helped them get rid of. All right. And this is because this is in their nature. It's in their nature to deceive you. Okay. To give you a false perception of protection. You understand what I'm saying? A false perception of financial gain and things like that. Or you see what I'm saying? So one thing you have to understand about the enemy, especially when we talk about Satan, Yakub, Zeus, whatever you want to call him, Hallel, you have to understand that he's a natural born liar. It's in him. You see what I'm saying? To do that. And so when I talk about transition, I want you to understand that, transitioning is not a bad thing. Okay. When you transition, it is not to be mourned. It's actually a celebration because the person that has actually transitioned is going home. Okay. And so this is another false perception that they've given you guys in terms of, death. or what you would call death, because we understand that death is not real. All right? We understand that death is a false perception, okay? That they've given you. Death is not really real, okay? So you are actually going back to where you came from. All right? So we are supposed to celebrate that. We ain't supposed to mourn it. But while we living here in this reality, in this realm that we're living in, you have to understand that everything deals with energy, all right? And for me, when I see these type of things going on, the only thing that I could see a person actually wanted to be done to specific people is for organ harvesting. Because it's so much money to be made in that area. And so what they do is they'll use the enemy, they'll use people that's in your circle through by giving them money. Because we've talked about money to elites, to people who have money. It's nothing. They don't really cherish the money. They cherish the power of it all. They use money to manipulate you into doing the things that's necessary in order for them to gain the power that they want. You see what I'm saying? And they get a little money in the process. You feel me? And so I feel like this is a prime example, bro, of why you, being an agent, should not put your faith into someone that is deceitful and manipulative in the beginning. Right? When you feel that negative energy coming from a person and you see that they want to get you to do some things that is not morally right or spiritually right, so on and so forth, then you should automatically stray away from that, because you want to be careful who you align yourself with. You see what I'm saying? And I know this is going to go over a lot of people's head, because they feel like, I'm protected, because that's what they make you feel like. I understand that, bro. See, I'm the type of person, I sit back and I pay attention, man. I pay attention to everything that's going on around me, right? And I allow my soul to let me know if what I'm seeing with my physical eyes is, accurate in terms of what my soul is feeling toward the situation. You feel me? And if my soul can resonate with the feeling, then guess what? I'm gonna run with that thought process in terms of, what my soul knows is what's going on. Because we have to understand that our soul will not lie to us. It will not lie to us about people, individuals, circumstances, and situations. It won't lie to us because it can feel it. This is why you feel it in your gut. I've spoken on that on many occasions. You see what I'm saying? And so I want y'all to understand that, bro, you are nothing but a pawn, bro. Because eventually, when they see no more use in you, they're going to get rid of you for the fear of the fact that you may speak on whatever it was that that they had you involved with. And not only that, they know you're not even loyal to the people around you. How can they expect you to be loyal to them? You see what I'm saying? It's facts. So y'all got to wake up, man. Y'all got to start to understand exactly what is going on, man. We have to understand that, yes, it takes money to survive in the realm that we're in right now. But in all actuality, we shouldn't base our happiness on money, okay? We shouldn't determine whether we're going to be emotionally stable in life based on the material things that we can have. You feel what I'm saying? Or the material, because if you let material things guide you, you already lost. You see what I'm saying? You already lost as a soul. And so I feel like this is what a lot of people who are being used as agents, man, this is what they are doing. They're allowing material things to be to dictate the pace of their actions. And in so many, situations, they give these people the false perceptions of them being aligned to a certain fraternity, a certain brotherhood, sisterhood, so on and so forth. And then this also gives them the false perception that they're protected. When in all actuality, a lot of these people who are making them feel like they're part of these or brotherhood, so on and so forth, they haven't even went through the rituals in terms of being aligned with this brotherhood. I see a lot of this with my own eyes. I see a lot of these people because one thing you have to understand is that signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. You understand what I'm saying? So once you can consciously recognize the things that you are seeing that is being portrayed through sign languages and symbols, then you can understand what these people would assume that they're aligned with, but when in all actuality, they haven't even taken the steps to even be a part of that brotherhood or that sisterhood or that fraternity. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I've seen it in situations where I was under attack, which I'm still under attack, mentally, physically, and spiritually. You see what I'm saying? And so you have to understand that it's not going to be, it will be people around you in terms of, like, when I say people around you, it'll be the people that you work with. It'll be the people that, some people may come up to you even randomly, but more so, it's going to be the people that's going to be the ones that's going to be in your everyday circle. The ones that they know that you would trust the most. You feel me? Those are going to be the ones, you feel me? That's going to come around, that's going to want to attack you. Because they feel like these are the ones that's going to be more capable of getting the job done. You feel me? And so going back to the situations with like the agents, bro, I want you to understand that what I've noticed with these people is that once they start to get involved in this type of activity, they become comfortable because they start to feel like they're protected. They start to feel like because they're a part of something, or they assume that they're in the know of what's going on, you feel me, that they're protected. When in all actuality, that alone puts them in more danger. But because they feel like they're protected, they start to get comfortable. They start to get comfortable with the people around them, fake friends, so on and so forth. They start to, they don't think that, you know, they could be in the same situation. It could be other people around them that's actually watching them as well. You understand what I'm saying? They start to think that they're the only ones involved in what's going on. When in all actuality, it's people around you that's making sure you're not doing or talking about the things that's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Because in all actuality, they don't trust you, which is why they're watching you as well through the devices. I've seen it. I'm telling y'all, man, I actually sat back, bro. I will sit back at times, bro. And as I go around the people that I know that, because I understand it, bro, we cannot, there is no way you can possibly get away from it being the chosen one and a targeted individual. So you can think you're running away from it all you want, but in all actuality, you won't be able to get away from it because of who you are. You know, because a lot of us, by the time we've actually caught on to what is going on around us, they've already gotten so much information from us, such as our social security cards, social security numbers, date of birth, so on and so forth. And we all know through a social security number, you know, you can be tracked anywhere. They can track where you live through your social security number, where you work at, so on and so forth. So this is how they can dwindle you down to wherever it is that you may think you run into, and be able to put you back in that same situation that you thought you was running from. And so with that being said, as I go around these people who are actively involved in what is going on, I sit back, and because I pay attention and I'm consciously aware of my environment, I sit back and see the people that's watching them. You feel me? I sit back and see it. And it's sick, y'all. It's really, really sick, right? And because a lot of these people, man, they go to the extent of even involving their children in it. I seen someone comment on my post a couple days ago that said, you know, they said, when you become awakened, being awakened starts to make you feel like the children are involved, because guess what? 9 times out of 10, they are involved. You feel me? Especially when the people around you that's trying to cause physical harm to you are aware that you know what's going on, then they start to try to put people in place that they feel like you would feel like won't do it. The people that you start to feel like you can trust. So, I mean, you have to understand that when you're in a situation to where you're being chosen by the universe and the Almighty, that, you know, there is no one you can trust. Because at a certain age, man, kids start to want everything that they see on TV. We understand that television tells lies to your vision and it gives you a false perception of what you should have. So you don't think that the people who are not aware of it, mainly being the children, you know, they want everything that they see on the television. They want the glimpse and the glams. They want the jewels. They want the nice cars, the latest phones. They want all that type of stuff, man. And so them being young souls, they're easier to be manipulated when it comes to material things. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, like I was saying, man, I sit around, bro, and I watch it. I watch it take place, bro, with the people who feel like they are the only ones involved in what's going on. I sit back and watch them be targeted. And some of them are so naive, you know, that they don't even believe it if you tell them. I mean, believe me, I've tried to tell so many people and they'll look at me like I'm crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what? They know that someone is listening to them, right? On the other side of these devices, right? They know that they're consciously being watched. You feel me? So they have to feel like they're in line with what's going on, right? Because someone has gave them the false perception of, or the, you know, that they don't want them. They want the person that they're targeting. What part of this don't you guys understand that we're stronger if we stick together? Huh? That we can have the things that we want. And for those of you who vibrate at the frequency of money, who feel like, you know, you need to have the financial things, you need to have certain things around you to make you happy in life. What makes you think you can't have that through your hard work? Because when you align yourself with your soul's purpose anyway, the universe and the ancestors is going to start to give you the things that they feel like you deserve. You see that happening with so many other people who've aligned themselves with their soul's purpose. Look at Rashad Jamal. Look at young Pharaoh. I mean, until they were eventually attacked, because this goes back down to it. But see, the main reason for me speaking on this, I want you to understand, bro, that this happens on an everyday life. It's happening on I'm talking about, when I say everyday life, I mean on our scale of life. You know, on the scale of life where we're not financially or what you would consider to be rich, famous. You see what I'm saying? Living a certain lifestyle. You feel me? This happens on our level. And I feel necessary to say that because it's so many other people who is out here, they're doing a good job at making you guys aware of what's going on, but they place all of that. They will make you think that this will only happen if you're in a certain surrounding in terms of like the celebrity lifestyle. Well, if that was the case, then why all these celebrities, the people that they lose are not celebrities? You see what I'm saying? Also, on their way up, in terms of them becoming who they were, a lot of people around them lost their transition as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be so many people around you, man, they're gonna want things, bro. A lot of people want to own their own businesses, man. They want a big, fancy, nice house. They want a lot of money in their bank account. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to work hard for it. They want it now. They want instant gratification. And when you talk about instant gratification, then you know you dealing with Yakub. You dealing with the devil. You dealing with Satan because he gives you instant gratification. You feel me? See, when you dealing with the Almighty and the universe, you're going to have to understand that one of the laws is that things happen in a time for you that is meant to happen for you in. You feel me? And then you have to work off the laws of action. You have to put action behind the things that you want in life. You can't just have things happen for you out the blue. Nothing happens. Nothing is ever going to happen for you in your life instantly, unless you align yourself with the wrong people. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, like, Y'all got to understand, bro, that you need to be safe out here, man. And I'm even talking to the agents. I'm talking to the agents when I say this. Be safe, man. You feel me? And this is because they're going to use you until they can't use you no more. And after they done using you, they're going to dispose of you. That's facts. And so with that being said, I hope this message really resonates with your soul. And I hope this message really reaches the people that it was meant to reach. And I hope that it makes you want to change the way you think in terms of whatever it is that you may be involved with in terms of, speaking to the agents. I hope this make you start to want to be cautious in terms of the people you decide to align yourself with. Don't let money get you caught up in a situation to where you doing something that can ultimately make you, well, you won't be able to regret it because, you probably won't even be here to be able to do that. But, just don't let money trap you in this realm, man, into the matrix, pull you into the matrix. Now, I'm not telling you not to do the things that is necessary for you to get up and survive, to keep a roof over you and your children's head, so on and so forth. But I want you guys to be very, very cautious of how you go about doing it. All right? And so with that being said, man, I want you guys to please, please, please always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashay.